home keeps growing, you'd think that's a good thing. Multiple houses with people I love, but then why? Why does it sting? Divorce has plagued my life, and I have no control or say. I'm an adult with no voice, so I tell my story through clay. 3 little homes, all separated. Each one is uniquely exposed. It breaks my heart, I can't help. Deep breath, I need to stay composed. One house is covered in guilt, the other crumbles at its own abuse. The last house I desperately hate, for it lives on a mountain of excuse. My home keeps growing, all thanks to the queen bee. It'll be okay, she says, without understanding my idiosyncrasy.
Home is a relaxing place where I can escape the horrors of the world to just clear my mind and just relax.
My house makes me feel like home because, around my house, we all play sports and basketball. And I do a basketball in my house, basketball court. We all play in the back and we all watch sports. And I always have sports events, basketball.
Home represents isolation pretty much. Home to me, it feels like, even though we're a family, it feels like we're separate. That's why my houses are separate on the sides. They're like rooms, but they're outside the house, we're living in all different houses. Cause even though we're family, it doesn't feel like a family.
Home means love to me, and home also means God to me. Originally, the house was supposed to be built with a perfect roof. However, in life, things happen, and the roof had caved in. But at the end of the day, in my household, we continue to have our foundation on God. And that's why I have these blocks down here, because our foundation is on God, and no matter what life throws at us, we'll always keep standing in my home. I love my family. I love my home. And even though nothing's perfect, we keep on weathering through the storm.
Well, home means to me, my house is many different colors because not every home is the same. I also put many different colors on my home because my house is different. My roof has a slight dent in it. The roof, because not every house holds it standing straight and strong. At my house, we have many different problems. The broken relationships to the broken doorknob. LOL. Anyway, it means homes to me because I have a place to lay my head. Many people don't have a home. I am so very grateful to have a home, even if the roof is dented in or if I have a broken doorknob and the broken relationships goes on.
So I chose to make my house a music note because I feel like when I play my guitar and playing my music, it's like my safe place and it's where I feel at home. So, yeah.
Home to me means a place where I can be, where I can feel love and calm, and somewhere where I can find support, and somewhere where I can feel where I can be myself. It doesn't have to be a house exactly, but it can be a place or just the people that are in it. In the house, I drew ivy around it to kind of represent kind of like a negative thing. And then the house is protecting it. And I painted the ivy where it had some cracks, so it shows it's trying to harm the house, but the house is strong enough to protect itself. And that's it.
My house represents, you feel me, where I come from and what I've been through. All the abandoned buildings I see in my neighborhood. And you feel me, all the gunshots you hear, that's why I got the bullet holes over here. See a lot of gunshots on stop signs, cracked buildings everywhere, boarded up. You feel me, it just represent all the shit I see in my hood.
El hogar significa para mí estar con la familia juntos y estar unidos y estar felices.
The game is my home, and I don't know what I'd do without it. So thank you, soccer, for all you've done. Gracias por el juego.
Home to me is where happiness is.
where family and friends are, where love is, where laughter is, and where tears are, and when sadness can be.
The meaning of home for me is cold and empty, completely torn apart, very alone, like the ground is swallowing me whole, like the walls are screaming at me. Home is like a closed box, the floor is crying. My home reminds me of the cries engraved in my skin.
Ok, so cuando me preguntan para mí qué significa casa, yo pienso de familia y amigos, porque ellos siempre están ahí contigo en tu vida durante todo lo que vas y haces. Y sí, ellos siempre van a estar ahí para ti. Y hice la casa así con partes quebrados. Es para significar que no importa que si pelean o no, o si se mueven lejos, siempre vas a tener casa con familia. Y sí.
Your attitude is like a box of crayons that color your world. Constantly color your picture gray, and your pictures will always be bleak. Try adding some bright colors to the picture by including humor, and your picture begins to lighten up.
When I think of home, I think of a fun, joyful place. That's why I got a lot of fun things, colorful. I have a brick wall because my mom, she's strict sometimes. And we have a tight family. We all get along together and stuff. I put caution because sometimes it can be a little crazy around my house, but we still all love each other and everything.
Growing up in my country family has always been enough. For even when I'm at my darkest, finding love is never tough. We may be from the South, but we always act wild. Having fun is a guarantee, never to be mild. A barn is not just a barn, and a farm is not just a farm. Our home is loved, our own escape from the world. They have given me more to life than just being a simple girl. They have taught me to be strong and to be kind. They have taught me to love, which I will always keep in my mind. My family makes my home, not just a barn. Always having them in my life means I'll never travel far. It takes hands to build a house, but only hearts can build a home. No matter where life takes me, I know I'll never be alone.
Para mí, casa significa que no olvides de tus orígenes porque todos somos familia.
Home to me is a serene, peaceful environment that I am able to come home to every day. It allows me to forget about everything I'm dealing with in my life outside of school, outside of home, and it really provides kind of a safe haven. It allows me to be creative and be myself without any fear of judgment from anybody.
My house is about how my home is very open and loving, so the doors are all open and the windows are all open. Hearts are all cut out because everyone in my family has an open heart and they love each other.
Home represents to me two pieces. Like one is broke and then it's trying to the colors represent how it's trying to come back together, but it's different so it doesn't match. On one side of my house there's a basketball and that represents a side of my house who supports and all, and then the other side it's an open door but it's closed on the inside, so it seems open but on the inside it's closed, and that's it.
Home to me is like a jar. Things come and go and things can enter and leave. The cracks represent all the separation and stuff I've had to go through growing up with family. And I did a heart because it's away from my loved ones.
Maison pour moi, ça signifie là où la famille commence et où il y a de joie et là où il y a l'amour.
So when I was younger, I used to spend a lot of time at my grandma's house, and she had this little hobbit house lamp
So I thought it kind of looked like a mushroom. So I wanted to do like a mushroom that reminds me of whenever I go over to her house. And then on the inside, it's blue because I used to have a blue room when I went over her house. So whenever I think of this as my house, I think of family because I was really, really close with my family when I was little.
Asked of what home means to me, I think of being yourself no matter what, and you will always be loved. I think of warmth, family, and love, and just positive energy, and that's what home means to me.
My house is small but filled with many. There's only 4 of us, but it feels like 20. I come from a house very broken and shattered, where the things I did didn't matter. So I stepped up and took the role and decided to get more in touch with my soul. I raised my brother and sister from a young age, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't have it change. My house so blue and so cold. I can't wait to leave this house. It's so old, with holes in the ceiling and the walls. This damaged house is all I have after all.
When asked about what home means to me, I think about my grandparents and when I was younger, and how happy things were sometimes. I think it's good to take a break and think about stuff like that. The blue house is exactly what my grandparents' house looked like, and the tree just reminds me of when me and my brother used to climb up trees and get poison ivy and get in trouble and stuff. And then I chose the mushroom look because it's kind of bouncy, and then we used to like jump around on the couches and stuff.
Home to me is a place of feeling and emotion. My clay house represents my home. By each face of my home has different feeling and emotion. This face is smooth to represent the calm times of my house. This face is rough and rigid to represent the hardships and like the rough times in my house. This face incorporates the wild and the nature that I have in my house. And this face is just like very smooth and has blood for like the times that I cry in my house. And this face has a flame to represent the warmth and the friendliness of my house.
The meaning of home for me is the place where I grew up, that made me who I am and had the greatest impact on my life. It's where my friends and family were. It was where I was happiest and where I knew I belonged.